everybody. Aloha offline sharks. How's it going? You know, there's a big boxing match here today, so I should have started with that. Let's get ready to rumble. Dun,
be a good
dun,
one.
dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that would have been great. I can play this song.
I don't know about you, but I feel good.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I feel good.
And we're excited you're here for this amazing Aloha Friday Marketing Jam session. We got a lot of great stuff. If you guys didn't see on the internet, some people just launched a new product. You may have gotten an email or two about that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to have a special guest. We're also going to talk about how to make offers that your clients just can't refuse, right? We're going to talk about that. All of that on this live show. So go grab a cool drink. Get in a comfortable chair. I'm going to cue the intro, and we'll see you here in a few minutes.
Are you ready for the fastest 60 minutes of local marketing strategy, tactics, tips, and fun on planet Earth? It's now time. The moment you've been waiting for. After 167 agonizing hours, they've returned. Broadcasting live from their island retreats, smack dab in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and now back for a brand new Sharks Live show. It's your hosts, the Offline Sharks, Tom Gaddis and Nick Ponte.
Oh, the crowd is fired up out there. They are fired up. And, you know, didn't mean to hit that again. Sorry. It's awesome. The U-Haul box showed up finally after almost 2 months. It arrived. So I got my good camera. You can't
Did
see
they bring
the-
us? Did they bring us a new introduction for our live show?
What's that?
Did they bring us a new introduction for our live show?
Yeah. They should have. Yeah. So anyway, I actually have books on the bookshelves. I don't have bookcases yet. So there's just a bunch of business books sitting in boxes back here. But that's neither here nor there. We got a big show lined up for you guys. So we are going to unpack a lot of stuff about how to create authority and what we call breakthrough offers. You may have heard about it a little bit. It's all part of the brand new course we released today with Strategic Marketer. We have a special guest on here, which now that I said Strategic Marketer, I bet you won't guess who it is. Anyway, they're going to come out and talk about it, what we do in the training, all that stuff. So we have a big show lined up. And Nick, what's been going on your end before we dive into all this?
Oh man, so many things. I actually just scored a new really big client. But we can talk more about that as we dive through the show. But
Okay.
$4,000 invoice, which is pretty awesome, pretty massive. And I don't want to keep people in too much suspense, on what we've been working on. By the way, has anybody seen what we've been working on? Let us know in the comments.
Has anybody picked it up?
Somebody picked it up. Did anybody else pick it up?
I said, has anybody picked it up?
Oh,
That's what I want to know.
has anybody picked it up? I'm sure you have.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what I want.
I don't know why you wouldn't have, because it's an amazing special offer. It's a juicy offer, and it's very inexpensive right now. So we want to make sure everybody.
Since
in
it's
our
all about how to
community
make an
has-
offer, it'd be kind of crummy if we didn't make a good offer, right?
That's a good point. That is a very good point.
Hey, well, before we get our guest out here, we dive into all that. I want to take a minute to do our shark shout outs. Where did StreamYard go? Okay, here it is. Hold on. I need to share my screen for this. Hold on. I'm getting organized, people. Hold on.
Cool. Hey, Patty, let me give out some shout outs while we're waiting for you. What's up, Dorn, Curtis, Patty? We're gonna share with you how you all can grab the special offer that just came out towards the end of the live show. Hang out with us for a second here. We're gonna give away some Cash App money. We're gonna talk more with our special guest and show you what's going on in there. But stick with us for a second.
Yeah, and I wanted to bring up these shout outs, Nick, at the beginning, because we always do that one, but also too, I want to point something out from these shout outs that relates directly to what we're going to be talking about on the show. So first and foremost, our shark shout outs. If you guys can go to offlinesharks.com/shout outs, leave a way to go, a that a boy, a that a girl, awesome job, everybody. Comment in that stream. At the end of this show, we're going to give away some Cash App money to some lucky people that left comments there. So just go to offlinesharks.com/shout outs. You'll get it there. And then I want to talk about these shout outs. So first one, Scott Voss signed a new client $2,300 for reputation marketing. That will be music to our special guest ears. He's giving you the big thumbs up, Scott Voss, in the waiting room. We'll talk about that. So awesome job. Calvin Powell secured a new client for $320 a month. It's a web design digital marketing client, 12-month agreement. It's a car rental business in Maui.
He's in our stomping grounds, man. They're trying to compete with us, Tom.
He's like, yeah. Carissa Dobson used the Instagram Accelerator approach to reach out to businesses. She landed a new client for, it's kind of blocking that. What does that say there? Is that $2,000, Nick?
I can't see it either. A new I think so. Yes. $2,000 client.
Okay. $2,000 client. So congratulations, Calvin. Congratulations, Carissa. Arnell Levy completed his first mailer. Always a big thing. It took over 2 months, but hey, he filled it up. And he didn't make much, but he made forward progress. I still can't see the end of that. Look, that
he got a bunch of clients too. A bunch of clients too.
14 relationships with new businesses. So awesome job, Arnell. And then our final shout out goes to Ruben, who sold a $1,000 website to a client who advertised on his mailer. So got somebody on his mailer, upsold him to some additional services. He signed a second lead gen client for $2,000 a month, $1,000 is that ad spend, and $1,000 setup.
Yep.
Now, the reason I wanted to bring these shout outs and talk about them right off the bat is because I want you to notice something about this. First of all, that is like something over $5,800 $5,820 in new client work, right? Like cash money people got paid for delivering local marketing services. The second thing is, even in these 5 people that we have here, they're all doing different things, right? Like one person reputation, one person websites, one person Instagram, one person a mailer. Like they're different services, okay? And I bring that up to point out that there is not some secret service out there that you can offer that will just turn things around for you. Like if you just offer this service, it will magically get clients. No such service exists. The reason these people were able to collect these checks is because they found a qualified prospect and made them an offer that made sense to that prospect at the time, that the prospect said, this is worth it. And they took it, right? So look, it's, yes, finding qualified leads, having leads is important. Yes, having a good service to offer is important. But what is the really kind of the centerpiece to all of this is the offer that you make to those potential prospects, right? Because think about this. If you have a really crummy offer, you can go talk to thousands of businesses and you're not going to close that many, right? Because your offer is crummy. But if you have a really great offer, you don't really have to do anything to sell that, right? Like for instance, Nick, if I were to come to you and be like, hey man, here's a brand new Taycan Porsche, right? I just need to get rid of this thing. It's weighing me down. I know they're like, what are they, 90 grand, but you can have this one for 10 grand. Even if you didn't have the 10 grand, you would beg, borrow, and steal to find that money to get that car, right?
I would find it. I would find the money. I would make it happen. Yeah.
I know you're a Porsche guy because that's an amazing, that's like that offer. That's an amazing offer. But if I were to come to you with my first car, which was a 1974 Ford Fairlane, and I was like, hey, Nick, I've got this car. It's a 1974 Ford Fairlane. It's classic. It's been awesome. I love it. Because I love it, I'm going to sell it to you for 20 grand. You'd be like, Tom, you're crazy. Like, I'm not taking that. Like, you're crazy. So, that's the difference that a good offer makes. And that's what we're going to be talking about on this show.
Yeah. You have to have an irresistible offer is what we like to say, right? An irresistible offer, a breakthrough offer.
A breakthrough offer, we call them, yeah.
Yeah. And so why don't we bring on our special guest? Mr.
Let's
Breakthrough
get him
Offer
out here.
himself.
Let's do it.
Mr. Breakthrough Offer himself, David Sprague. What's going on?
Great show so far, man. Good stuff.
Welcome.
Let me
Glad
stop
to have
sharing.
you with us.
Glad to
Where
be
are
here,
you?
man. We have a lot to talk about. So the fact that you talked about offers, I think that's really important. And I want to separate everybody that's in the chat right now. How many of you right now just need kind of a breakthrough? Like you're kind of stuck. You're either one level and you want to get to the next level and you're looking for a breakthrough. So how many people right now, just put one in the chat box, or that's me, or I need a breakthrough. Put that so we kind of get an idea of where you guys are at, because that's exactly what we want to do is in this training, we want to help you figure out how do you design a great breakthrough offer. And it has a lot of different ingredients. And one of the things that Nick and Tom and I were talking about is psychology, right? So there's a lot of psychology that goes into giving a good offer. And let me give you guys a few psychological triggers that are really important. So when you're making an offer, one of the big psychological triggers, right, is reciprocity. I was putting in a septic system at the camp, and the plumbing guy looked at all the septic system. He's like, you know what? I think you're going to spend too much money on this. I think you overbuilt it. So I'm going to go down to the county and I want to talk to the health department official myself. And I want to see if we can reduce this and probably save you 15, 20 grand. And I was like, he didn't even give me a bid yet. He was giving so much value. I was like, I got to give this guy the bid, right? If he saves me 20 grand, I got to give that. So reciprocity is a big psychological trigger. And so another psychological trigger is scarcity, right? There's only a little bit. Now, most of you have seen the Sharks. You know that these guys are scarcity kings. They understand how that works. And the wonderful thing about the Sharks is they model good behavior, right? So they're doing exactly what they're showing you to do. So when you see that scarcity, when you're making an offer, that offer can't be open for 30, 60, 90 days. When you make that, your proposal, it's got to have a time limit on it. So scarcity is another psychological trigger. But if I was stranded on an island and you said, look, in order to get off this island, you've got to get a client. What's the one psychological trigger that I would want out of all of them? There's about 13 in all. There's a lot more than that, but there's 13 major ones. I gave you guys 2. I'm interested. Put in the chat box, what psychological trigger do you think would be the most valuable and has some of the highest opportunity to get you more conversions? So whether it's in an email or maybe it's a website or on a blog.
Winner gets some Cash App money. Make sure you throw some comments in there, everybody. Let's make it a little more exciting
Cash
here.
Out money time. I like it.
And no, the answer isn't a boat, right, David?
No, it's a boat, not a boat. Where I'm at right now is not my house. Everybody's got a nice little spot in their state they like to go to, kind of like that staycation. Mm-hmm. Ours is the island of Islamorada. So it's down in the Keys. It's about 2 hours away. It's easy to get there. So that's Islamorada back in here. So reciprocity, reviews, sincerity, hurricanes. No, that's not one. No. Free website. No, that's an offer. So let me give you it. It's social proof.
Oh, somebody got it right here.
So social proof. So whoever that Facebook user, I wish you used your name.
Who is that? Who is that? Tell us who it is in the comments.
So social proof, right? Because social proof is not what you're saying about yourself, not what you've done. It's what others are saying about you in the marketplace, right? And so social proof is probably the most powerful psychological sales triggers we can use. And any sales page you go to, you'll start to see social proof, social proof, social proof, social proof. So, Tom and Nick and I, when we're looking at copy and we're looking at ways to do sales, we don't actually see the words. We see the psychological triggers. Like, okay, we need to go from authority to reciprocity to building social proof, and then we go to scarcity. So we see these things. So for you guys building an offer, these are triggers that are critical. Now, if you're just looking for an email, right, you just want to get an email opt-in, you don't need to use a lot. You just need to use 1 or 2. But if you're looking to do a $2,000 or $3,000 deal, you better have all these triggers lined up. But the most powerful of them all is social proof. And so you guys, any thoughts on that, Nick, so far?
I do. Tom? I 100% do. I have a great, so remember I started out this call by saying I got a new client. So the reason I was able to get this client is because I was able to show them some social proof. And so this customer came in, was they do microblading, right? Like eyebrows. Crazy. I didn't even know they did this. Totally new technology to me. But anyway, they do semi-permanent or permanent eyebrow tattooing. It's the latest craze. Anyway, they have an e-com store. They're selling products, but they're a local business too, and they want to grow. They want to expand. They wanted to do ads, SEO, and build a new website. I told them that I would help them with each project individually, right? So I'll help you with the SEO and help you with the ads. We'll do the website separate. So the SEO and the ads, I pitched them at a price point of $4,000, which is kind of a lot, right? $4,000 a month, which is kind of a lot. This is one of the biggest brands in microblading, though. They're a big company, so I knew that they could afford it. We already broke down the numbers and everything like that on the call. Now, long story short, I told them my pricing. They were interested, and then they asked me on that Zoom. This is a Zoom call. Do you have anybody that you've worked with before that you could tell us some of the success that they've had? I was like, sure, no problem. And this is what I did. I literally pulled up my reviews. On the actual Zoom, like screen share, and I showed them my reviews, and I just read off my reviews right there. And if that is not a way to think of where if there's only a better way to be able to show my reviews to these business owners, right? To be able to show my reviews to these business owners. So that as soon as I showed them to them, it was closed. It was closed. Yep. I got the invoice. It was paid. It was all done. So that helped push them over the edge, and it's super powerful, that social proof. So.
Yeah, it's an interesting hack because a lot of people will call their customers and be like, hey, I got this new potential client. Could they call you up and talk to you? And, it's a hit or miss or anything. So we always teach all our customers do exactly what you just did, Nick. Like, look, and here are the key words for that. When they go, hey, so do you have any referrals or a client can talk to you? You say, well, all our clients we work with are proprietary, but I can do something better. That's the neurolinguistics programming. So you got to say, oh, I got something better. Like I do this on my kids all the time. They're like, hey, Dad, can we play video games? I'm like, oh, no, you know what? We can do something a lot better. We can get going to bed right now. And they're like, oh, wait, hold on. Like it messes with your head when you say, yeah, I got something better for you. Like, wait, hold on. Is that, he said it? So just that when someone asks you, hey, could I get that, talk to that client, just say, look, I can do something much better. Let me show you my reviews. And it will happen 99% of the time, exactly the way Nick said it, is you just go over 1 or 2 or 3 reviews and you're done. You've handled that objection. And a lot of times that's not a real objection. It's just something they want that little over the edge, kind of push them over there on the fence, and they just look at it, and those 5-star reviews will crush it for you.
It helped the conversion, right? It helped the conversion. It made the sale. Like if it weren't for having that ready to go, then I might not have made it happen right then and there, right? It might have taken something else or I could have lost it potentially, right? They could have thought about it and then something could have happened and I could have lost the sale. So that conversion is important.
It's interesting you said because there's a lot of studies. We have been in the reputation, lots of stats the last 5 or 6 years. On the low end, they show that showing reviews or having social proof can increase conversions on the low end by about 116%. But interesting enough, when it comes to big ticket items, 3, 4, 5,000 it's almost 300%.
Wow. So
the bigger you're selling, the more you got, the more important social proof is. And so it's a big psychological trigger. Now, matter of fact, if those want to learn more, what I'm teaching you or going through right now, we put together in a course, Nick, Tom, myself, are all in a course with a big launch that's going on today. So if you like this topic, you definitely got to check out the product they just launched. It's detail by detail by detail, all about these psychological triggers, which in going through the whole thing. So, but the other thing that we talk about in the course, I think it's really important, is how to set up the offer. So not only know social proof's a pretty big deal. Now, how do you set up an offer? And I think, one of the big misses, and you guys let me know, because we've never really discussed this, is when you see products in the marketplace, typically the product offer falls in one of 3 categories. It's either a residual, right? Like social media marketing is residual, or it's a one-time where maybe you're setting up a website, or there's a free offer where you're giving a free report away, right? So you have to go out and actually go get 3 products. And most marketers know, the most successful marketers know, and Nick and Tom, you guys probably have this all set up yourself. We all have 3 offers. And we call these the 3 offer engines. You have a free offer engine, which gets your foot in the door super fast. an instant decision while you're on the phone with them. You have a one-time offer. And what's interesting about the one-time offer is most people do when they sell residual. But in the psychology in a buyer, when you're selling residual, is everything times 12. So it's not a $300 a month. That's a $3,600 offer. It's not a $3,000 a month. That's a $36,000 offer. And this is why residual offers typically have a longer sales cycle, is because it's a much bigger financial commitment. And in their mind, they're thinking, wow, 36,000. So, and they're going to ask more questions. They're going to do more research, right? Unlike a one-time offer, it's over and done with. So I can make that type of commitment right now. So when you've got a one-time offer ready, that means you can put money in your bank account fast. You can get a decision on the first call, the first meeting, as opposed to meeting after meeting after meeting after meeting and trying to chase them down, right? But then you've got the residual offer. I mean, you can't have a business just only being as good as your next sale. You have to have a residual income. So the first month or first day of every single month, all your bills are paid. So yeah, great marketers understand this strategy: free offer, one-time offer, and residual offer. And the unfortunate thing is most product creators don't know this. Most gurus don't really care. They just want to sell you something. What we've done is we've been able to not just explain this in great detail and go through the psychology of how to build these correctly. And that's inside the course, by the way, that Nick and Tom have. But we give you an amazing offer that we call a breakthrough offer. And that breakthrough offer is a single service that literally takes 30 seconds to set up. And it can be a free offer, it can be a one-time, or it can be a residual. So the power of a breakthrough offer means it's one offer with the same amount of work, whether it's free, one-time, or residual. So how would you like to have a residual offer that took 30 seconds to create? How'd you like to have a one-time offer 30 seconds to create? So you can literally get clients paying you from $500 to $1,000 for every single client, every single year, for literally 30 seconds worth of work. And so what we did is we took the power of reviews and we took the power of social proof and we put it inside what we call a review badge. And so everybody goes to Google My Business, and they see these reviews. And what do they do next? They click on the website or they'll call, but they go to the website and they don't see any reviews at all. And so there's a disconnect. And anyone that knows anything about marketing or advertising, and Nick, you probably talk to this, congruency is critical. You cannot have an ad that says one thing and then go to the landing page, it says something else. Mm-hmm. So they're going to Google My Business, they're seeing all these reviews, and they go to the website and they go, I don't see this here at all. Maybe I'm on the wrong website. So Nick, tell me, you want to talk maybe about that congruency factor, why that's so critical?
Yeah, I mean, if you look at any of our landing pages or my agency's website, you're going to see how everything looks the same, how the reviews speak the same language, how they're everywhere. The reviews are, like we said too, it's just such a powerful thing. And why not put them everywhere? Having that social proof or constant plug from somebody that's bought your stuff before, giving you their vote of confidence in the eyes of whoever is on your page, your branding, your landing page, your website, whatever, is going to be great, whether they're at just the homepage of your website, the contact page of your website, or also, inner page, the product, the landing page, the service page, whatever it is. And I've already given you one example of, how when I was on a Zoom call, I had to do what I would call the archaic way to go find my reviews and dig them up on my own, which is why, this makes so much sense, is because there's a real need for it. There's a real use case for having a tool like this. Did you have something, Tom?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head.
Okay. All right, then.
And so one of the beautiful things about this is that because everybody understands what live streaming is. What are we doing right now? We're live streaming, right? What are you guys watching right now? A live stream. So live stream is a pretty cool new technology that everybody kind of leans in on, right? And so what we're doing is we're simply taking the Google reviews that every single business has, and we're live streaming them right to the website. And so what we're doing is we're just gently showing them. So you show up on the website, you read the headline, you look at, and then all of a sudden, just gently, that 5-star review comes up, and then another 5-star. Then you scroll a little bit longer, and then another 5-star. So it kind of fades in and out, it just reminded them, hey, we're the most reputable company. And so this is how easy this offer is. So give me some feedback. You guys want to go a little bit deeper on how do you make the offer? Put make the offer in the chat box. Just type that in. Let us know if you want to go through how to make the actual offer itself. And I'm happy to go into that type of detail. But what we find is this is a big ego play. So first of all, these websites don't have really any reviews on them, or the companies that are using reviews, you know what they're doing? They're putting them on testimonial pages. And no one ever goes to those pages, especially on a browser. You know, about 60, 70% of every single person that goes to a local website goes on their phone. They're not going to the little hamburger and then, you know, dropping their coffee and trying to click on things and trying to find it, right? They want those reviews front and center. And so I think it's, so there we go. You can display it right there. So you see, we're just kind of scrolling down. And with the great thing about what you just did is now if you want to see more, which happens a lot, people are like, yeah, I'd like to see more about this. So if you kind of scroll down, it gently just kind of reminds you and it's like, hey, we're the most reputable company. But if you click on it, watch what happens. So you get to read the whole review, but under every single review is a call to action. And you can change this call to action, do whatever you want. It can be a click to call. It can be an email us. It can be schedule an appointment, or it even could be an offer. So we're now combining reputation with conversions. So we know that reviews and social proof convert anyway, but without a call to action, how's it going to convert? What do they got to go to they got to then click off of it. Then they got to find your contact us page, and then they got to find your phone number. They got to write down the phone number. Why not just click one button and then your phone rings? So when businesses see this, they're like, wow, this is exactly what we've been looking for, because it is a struggle for businesses to see our reviews, and not just any review, but the latest reviews. So we stream in the latest 30 reviews, and there are so many stats out there right now. I won't bore you guys with details on it, but we're finding that if a review is over 3 months old, which just blows my mind, 3 months old, almost 70% of consumers say not relevant. Won't even look at it.
I've always thought about that.
Doesn't even count.
I've always thought about that. You know, the other thing that I really like about this, David, is for those of you that have already jumped in, you already know this because you've had a look. But so the way that this has been designed, this app is it's a web app, right? It's so easy to set up. It's not confusing at all. You literally take one little piece of text and put it on the website, and then you have all of this. But more than that, you have the ability to control it from the actual web app, right? And let's say one of your customers, because this came up, right? This came up when we were selling this. Let's say one of your customers has a bad review, right? Like, that's normal. Everybody gets 1 or 2 bad reviews every now and then, right? It's out of your control. Sometimes you just get some kind of, a customer gets a wild hair and wants to leave you a bad review regardless of the experience they had. Well, you can filter out the bad reviews that show up on the site. So, you're looking at an example of what the review pops look like, right? This is just a piece of the software that's included in the product that we just launched today. It also comes with training on how to use this, how to sell this, how to create your own breakthrough offer so that you can get your foot in the door, charge a one-time fee, charge a residual fee, like David mentioned. But also when you're selling this, your customers, they don't want to have any of their bad reviews showing up on their site, right? That's actually not something that would help them. But in the tool, you can hide all the bad reviews. You can have just all of their best reviews showing you. In fact, you can show whatever ones you want specifically. And I think that was brilliant when you guys were really designing this, David.
Yeah, because from time to time, believe it or not, someone will leave a 5-star and they'll leave they didn't click 1, they clicked 5, and they'll say something really bad. So it looks 5-star, but then it reads bad. You're like, what? So we're giving you the client complete control over that. But I think here's a really critical part, and I'll get to the offers in just a second. So I'll show you how we make this offer. Is that if you've got these reviews, and 80% of businesses that actually put reviews on the website, they put them on a testimonial page. Nobody ever sees that. That's and so point. Now when you're actually going to the homepage, the contact us page, the product page, the about us page, no matter what page on any website, WordPress site, Wix site, ClickFunnels, Grooves, whatever site is out there, Elite page, whatever, you can put this little piece of code on and it will stream these 5-star reviews on every single page. So no matter where they're going on your site, you can guarantee they're going to look at that company as the most reputable company. And so here's how we make the offer. If you can say these 2 sentences, you can make money. I believe that wholeheartedly. And so all we say is we have a new technology where we live stream your 5-star reviews from Google and we connect them to your website so that everyone that goes to your site sees you're the most reputable company to do business with. And what we'd like to do is just do this for 14 days. And if you don't think this is changing your phone calls, we'll stop live streaming your 5-star reviews. And we have 40, 50, 60% up to those people say, yeah, sure, you can do that. No problem. And what happens is it's not that they're getting calls. It's the business owners seeing their stuff and they go, ooh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. They love it. It's almost, I don't know if you guys know anything about retargeting, but one of the most powerful things about retargeting is when the person that bought the retargeting, the customer, goes to their website and they get cookies, and then everywhere they go online, they start to see themselves and all the different ads, right? So and they go, wow, this stuff really works because I'm everywhere, but we're just retargeting them. So what's happening is it's a powerful play, and probably Nick, Tom, you can talk to this. When you're a business owner, you have a little bit of an ego. I don't care who you are. When you're a business owner, you wouldn't be in business for yourself if you didn't have a little bit of an ego to say, hey, I can do it better. Because if you didn't think you could do it better, you'd be working for somebody else. And so this thought process gets into the neurolinguistics. It's a psychological trigger that says, look, you've worked so hard to build a product, to build a service, to solve a problem in the industry. And then you've done such a great job that your customers are now leaving reviews on a site you can't even control, like Google My Business. Why don't we now put them on your site so now you can control them, and every single visitor has a better chance of converting and picking up the phone and contacting you? It's just hard to say no to that. And so without any hesitation, you can charge $500 to $1,000 a year for this service, and it takes you 30 seconds to actually fulfill, or do it on a residual. So the same amount of work for a 14-day trial, there's no more work. If they go, yeah, I'd like it for the whole year, well, write me a check for $1,000. Okay. Or, hey, it's $69 a month. No problem. You don't do any more work. And I think what most marketers, I want to say this gently, most marketers use the fact that simple equals more success. The more simple you can make it, the more successful you're going to be. We think we got to have this complicated, SEO, backlink, on-page optimization, social media strategy, put it all together. And that's true for some strategies. But this one, if you want breakthrough success, you want to get clients faster than you ever thought humanly possible, then you have to keep the strategy simple and easy. And it doesn't get more simple than saying, hey, we just like to show your amazing reviews, your amazing reputation on your website so that every single visitor sees it. That's why Google My Business is so powerful, because they have all these reviews. How good would Google My Business be if it didn't have reviews? How powerful would it be if it had no reviews at all? How powerful would Yelp be if it had no reviews? So when you ask that question and then you ask, well, you've got a website and you're not showing your reviews, it just makes perfect sense. And they just say yes a lot more than you could ever imagine based on any other offer.
David, those are a lot of really good points. I don't even think Yelp would exist without reviews.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of questions in here that I want to go through because I think those will give good topics of discussion too. And by the way, everybody, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments right now, because now is a great time to get them answered live. Somebody said they're upset, and I can't believe this. They're upset.
I saw this. I was just going to say, can I talk about this? Because I was like, are you kidding me right now with this comment?
So let's just be clear, everybody. Right now, the price for this software and training is like less than $30, right? It's less than $30. You're getting 10 locations for less than $30, and somebody just got upset that they're only getting 10 locations for less than 30. I mean, that's kind of ludicrous, in my opinion. So I don't really know who that is. That same person won't even log into Facebook on the stream, so I don't really know how to respond to you.
I can see who it is. I can see who it is.
Let's just talk about that for a second, because I think let's get down to where
how
the
many
upsetness
locations
comes from.
do you need to make money? That's the real.
No, well,
that's the real
let's just look at it, because in their mind they're thinking, well, first of all, I love that comment, and here's why. In their mind, they're thinking, I want to crush this. I just don't want 10. I want a lot more than that.
300.
So I love that thought process. But look what we did. What we want to do is allow you guys to get your first 10. If you need more, then let us know, and we'll do that. And there's some other offers you might want that can do that. But my point is that look at the ROI. It costs you $30 for 10. You can make up to $1,000 per customer. So how much, if you have 10 locations you can do for $1,000 a customer, how much you're going to make? $10,000, right? We've had lots of customers that have used it that are charging $1,000 per year or $99 a month. And so when you think about that, or let's even cut it in half, let's say 500. 500 is $5,000. So would you spend $30 to potentially make 5,000? I mean, if you're in crypto, crypto won't even give you that, right? Like, so I don't care. It is such a great ROI. So when you're first of all, I love the fact that you think, hey, I wish I could have more, but let's get 10 breakthroughs first. Let's get your next 10 clients in the next week, and then we can talk about other things. But this whole opportunity is about you getting a breakthrough, getting wins fast. And some of you need to win right now. You need to win last week. You need to win next week. And I believe that these review pop strategies can certainly help you with every single offer and get those breakthroughs.
Yeah, so true. And I think, I mean, you know what? You hit the nail on the head. I don't really dive into that even more. But yeah, let's start with one. Let's get one client. And that will definitely pay for the ROI or the actual investment of the tool. The other question.
And by the way, if you shut one down, let's say a trial, this might be two, is, hey, what if I give a trial away? Did I just use that? No, if you shut, it's 10 active at one time. So if you shut, you give like 5 away and only 3 convert, and the other 2 like say, no, I'd rather not. Maybe we don't want it. Just shut it down. And you got those 2 spaces open again. So it's 10 active at any one time.
Yeah, that's a good point. Thanks for clearing that up. And so, David, does the website, I think I know the answer to this. Does the website need to be WordPress in order to install the tool on it?
No, not at all. So we build everything in SaaS, which is server-side software. So that means this can go on any website. So a blog, a WordPress blogger, anything you can copy and paste a little HTML code in. So obviously it can go on a WordPress site. It can go on a blog. It can go on a ClickFunnels site. It can go on a Wix site. It can go on a Weebly. You can go Joomla. It doesn't matter. Now, I know a lot of you are used to WordPress. Everybody uses WordPress and there's a WordPress plugin. This is not a WordPress plugin that only works with WordPress. Any website, anything that's got HTML code on it, you can stream live reviews to that. And you can do it to multiple things. So you can put that same code on their website and you can put that same code on their blog too. So that's a really cool thing. So every time you're going to a blog, you're going to bring a lot of social proof and all that authority. If you guys are doing articles and SEO articles, and Nick, I know you do a lot of article writing and everything too. So that's a powerful strategy.
Yeah, it really is. Especially, I mean, again, you want to show your social proof as much as you possibly can. I talk about this all the time about, like, if you're a brand new marketer and you get your first client and you do something awesome for them, ask them to leave you a review. When they leave you that review, you should go to the roof and scream about it at the top of your lungs on Facebook, on social media, on your website, everywhere. Because when you're bootstrapping, that's how you're going to get the ripple effect in your business. You need that social proof. That's what's going to get you your next customer. Because, like, I can't tell you how many marketers I talk to, their first customer was their friend, right? Their first customer was their old boss, including myself. And their next customer was somebody that saw the work they did with that person, or somebody that got a referral from that person. And so you really just, you push that, right? You make that happen even more by doing exactly this.
It's interesting. Do you talk about referrals? And I would ask everyone, put in the chat box if you agree. Probably the most powerful marketing in the last 50 years is referral marketing. I mean, if we had a real marketing strategy to choose, we would probably choose all our business to be referrals, right? Because for a lot of reasons. And obviously 100%. The most important reason that referrals are so powerful is they give you built-in authority. Yeah. So when you think of the psychology,
they're closed on delivery.
You what? Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. On delivery. Pretty much.
So, but think of the uniqueness of what a referral is, though. So if we all think that referral marketing is probably the most powerful marketing there is, let's do a T-chart really quick. And I break this down inside the course. So if you like this, what I'm about to say, you'll absolutely love the course. I mean, the course itself and how to build free one-time and residual offers, that's a $300 course all day long. I mean, teaching and training on this for people to really get that concept. So for $30, that's a course, but we're giving you software to back up the course. So you've got an offer to start going out making money right away. But if I was to break down referrals versus reviews, let's think of it. These two items are the exact same thing, but just the flip side of each other. So if we T-charted it and we put referrals on one side and reviews on the other, a referral is 1-to-1. So Nick, you refer Tom, that's one. It's not going to happen again. You would actually have to go and spend more time with the next referral to refer and the next referral. But when someone writes a review, it's one-to-many. So think of this for a moment. I know it's deep, but a review is a referral that is residual. So a referral, because it's only one time, is not an asset of the company. A review is an asset of the company because it's part of their brand. It's part of their online presence. It's part of the ecosystem of how good they are in the marketplace. So you've got something that's finite and something that is residual. Which one is better? Now, don't answer that because they're both. It's not one or the other. It's both. It is the same coin, just two different sides. Referrals 1-to-1, super powerful, right? Because technically speaking, this is kind of what's happening here. If you don't know me, what are Nick and Tom doing? They're referring me, right? So it's a powerful strategy to allow you to refer and endorse somebody else. But it's just as powerful and sometimes even more powerful for Nick or Tom to leave a review that can be used over and over and over and over again. So that's what you're doing. You're just putting referral marketing on steroids for every single business. So in this is what I want to teach you guys inside the course. When you get this course, you'll get crystal clear on what I'm talking about. Because for some of you, by the way, put one in the chat box. Give me one word of what's going on in your mind right now. Is it snap, crackle, pop? Is it smoking? Is it an aha moment? I mean, let me know how you're feeling about this ideology that, wow, referrals are the most powerful marketing strategy there is. And now review marketing or reputation marketing is a residual of that. It's the same thing. And when you explain it to a business, it's like, boom, goes the dynamite. They get it. And that's what I want to teach every single person on this call. If you get these concepts, you will literally stand out. No one will hold a candle to you. I can guarantee you there is no one in the industry. And Nick, Tom, back me up on this. Is anybody that you've, even in the industry of gurus that we know, all the way up to the Russell Brunsons, is anyone talking about this and explaining this in this much psychological detail on a local level?
No, definitely
not at all.
Everybody on this call is going to be so far ahead of the competition. They won't even know what hit them. You'll be just grabbing their clients away like crazy because you'll have the knowledge and understanding about the most powerful marketing, which is referral marketing, and how you innovated the entire industry by creating and giving them a review live stream widget to be able to stream that right to their website. And this is why they pay $1,000 a year. This is why they pay $99 a month or $49 a month, is because they know they need this. It's a not a want to have, it's a must have if you want to get more conversion. So even though we're talking about reviews, even though we're talking about authority, even though we talk about social proof, that's all foundation for getting conversions. Because that's what we want, right? That's what we're out for. We want to get you more conversions. We want to get your client more conversions. And social proof, authority, building trust are the building blocks of getting more and more and more of that. So we have to do whatever it takes to try to get more of that. And so your clients just don't want this. They're going to absolutely need it. And you're the only one that can give it to them. There's nobody else that can give it to them but you. But you're only going to be able to do that if you actually get the course and get Tom and Nick's strategies and get the product. So that's why I'm so glad that Tom and Nick decided to put all this together, not just this training, but everything else they put together too, because I think it's going to make a huge impact and everybody's going to get a lot of breakthroughs here coming up.
I think
yeah,
so
I
too.
totally
I mean,
agree. It's something that just not enough people know how to do this, right? And it's a skill that when you learn it is what we like to call a money skill. It's a money skill, right?
Yeah, it's a money skill.
You can apply this to everything you do moving forward. Like everything you do moving forward, if it revolves sales and things like that, will be better when you know this skill. And then having that built-in thing already done that you can just roll out and run with while you're learning it, even better.
Hey, I do want to caution people that are getting the product right now. Do not go out to a business and say, hey, I got some review pops. Go through the training, please. Because the word pop has an anchor to it, right? Like I remember I was playing hockey with the guy, and he's a lot older than I was. And I was like, so are you pretty good with hockey? He's like, well, I'm not Wayne Gretzky, but I'm pretty good. And I was like, man, this guy must be amazing. And
you're like, this is Wayne Gretzky's brother.
What? No. What he did, he just said it naturally, like, But I immediately associated Wayne Gretzky with him, and I thought, wow, this guy must be really good. And then when he went out to play, he was just kind of average. I was like, oh. And I remember that moment because I was disappointed that he wasn't better because he said he wasn't as good as Wayne Gretzky, but he's pretty good. Yeah. And so what happens, that's a neurolinguistic programming tactic where we're anchoring, right? We're anchoring. So when you say the word pop, in agency terms and internet marketing, we know what that is, right? We know the strategies, but a local business, they get annoyed with pop-ups. I get annoyed with pop-ups. So we name the product Review Pops, but we don't say Review Pops to a business. We say Review Badges, because the word badge has a different connotation because it's like an award. It's something, it's an acclamation. It's something that they've earned, right? A badge. To say, look, we can live stream with the review badge. So just don't say review pop-up, right? Say review badge. But here's the thing. You and I can compete against each other all day long, and I can give you my technology. But if you don't have my strategies by saying the word review pop, you will lose more than you thought you would, because I'm saying review badges and then you're saying review pops. And you have no idea why they're saying no. It's because in their mind, you said a word that had a negative connotation to it. And inside the training, this is why this course is so important. I go through every little detail and copy and paste it and just hand it to you. So all you do is literally just read and take what I'm already done and what I've already proven and just apply it to your business. And I believe you're going to be super successful with it.
You know what? That's a great moment, I think, where I should just kind of show people what's included in the members area. What do you think? Just a real quick scan, because it's, I mean, so over delivered. Like for those of you, and I know a lot of you have been longtime sharks, you know that it is crucial, so important to us to over deliver in every single thing that we do. And that's how we set ourselves apart, right? That's how we have such an awesome community, is because we always consistently over deliver. We care about our sharks so much. And when I say over deliver, what I mean is we give you every single thing from how to get this going, how to set it up, how to use the software, how to reach out, how to make the sale, how to collect the money in one product, right? Where you'll see a lot of other people out there will give you some little fragment of information. They'll give you like just a little. Tell me if you've experienced this before. You come across a product online and you buy it. You think you have everything you need, but you don't have everything you need. You have to, put everything together from other places. You might have to go to other resources to find out the missing pieces to put it all together and make it work for you. I hate that. I can't stand it. It's a huge pet peeve for both Tom and I. And this course has everything that you need. So look at this. We have the starting section. We have the big opportunity, where we go through everything about the opportunity, why it makes sense, why it's so valuable to you, and also your prospects and customers, how to make money with the strategy, which is the one that you're all probably the most interested in, which is using the software, leveraging the software, how to generate leads for the actual software, for the actual services that you're selling. But look how many models are in this. Like, look how many sections there are for you to discover how to make money with this product. And all of this is included in the front end offer right now. And you can go and check it out at offlinesharks.com/authority live. You can get it today. Right now on this live is the most inexpensive price that you can get it at. It's less than $30. There's going to be a price increase tonight. So if you're on this stream right now, you're going to want to check it out, because if anything that we've said thus far has made sense and you're like, okay, I need those review, I need those review badges for myself so I can make what I'm doing for myself go even further. But not only that, get more customers, get some residual income in the process. Then go to that page and check this out right now, because this is the most inexpensive price that you can get it at.
Nick, you make a good point. Save one of those spots for yourself, because even if it was just $30 for just one badge for yourself, this can help you get more customers. This can get you more conversions for your own business. So save one of those spots for yourself.
100%. That's the first thing I do. This is what I would do. I would 100% get in, obviously, because it's so inexpensive. At the end of this launch, everybody, this is a software and training. It's going to go up to at least $200, right? So this is a special launch pricing. When I say special, I mean 4 days, only 4 days. What I would do is I would get in right now, set this thing up on your own website. It's going to literally take you like 3 minutes, and you'd be like, wow, that was easy. And then just go through the training and get set up so you can start reaching out to businesses, follow our strategy, and bring in some customers, right? Bring in some customers. But I would definitely start out by just setting it up for myself so you can get your feet wet and then know how to do everything else really quickly. So definitely set one up for yourself.
Yeah. And by the way, like, you didn't mention this when you were talking about the contents of the course there, Nick, but in that section after the make money strategy section, there's a thing called instant customers.
Yep.
Where David walks you through some specific outreach things that get customers now. There's the secret message, the patron swap, the referral. Like, those things are, like, they are awesome. Like, if you use those, you'll get results. So, I mean, again, like Nick said, we've laid everything out in here.
What I did is I put kind of my secret strategy vault that I teach in my mastermind that my customers spend $399 a month. And I took some of our top strategies and I put them in this course. So Nick and Tom are right. These aren't just proven, they're battle tested strategies in getting customers fast. And so that's all in there. We left nothing out. So Nick is, spot on to say, I am so frustrated when I talk to, like, I can tell you right now, I had a conversation 3 weeks ago with a very top marketer that everyone would know their name if I said it. And I was like, so how do you teach them to get customers? Oh, we really don't. We just sold the product. Well, yeah, but then what about, like, scripts of what they could say? Or what about an email? Like, yeah, they're thinking, he's like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. Maybe we'll do that on the next product. I'm like, what? They give you a piece of the puzzle, not the picture on the box and all the pieces. And so what you got here is a picture on the box of what this all looks like, and every single piece. And what I do is I take the puzzle and every single lesson, I show you where to put every single piece. So you are crystal clear on the whole thing. You have the language, you got the confidence, you got the clarity. I mean, it's all there. So nothing is left out.
It's funny that you say that. Is like, there are, people out there, marketers, vendors, whatever, that have all these products. And I can't tell you how many times a day Tom and I, David, get hit up for people wanting us to promote their stuff. Yeah. Right. And I can't tell you the one thing that makes me the most frustrated was when a nice person comes up with a fragmented offer and asks you to promote, and you're like, man, I can't promote this for you. Right. I just can't promote this for you. And then they get upset at you for not promoting their stuff. That's the worst. They get upset at you for making a smart business decision to not promote their stuff. So
it's really, it's not just a smart business decision. It's that, but it's also protecting your customers. And let me tell you, I know Nick and Tom so well because we've spent time together and families. And I gotta let you know, they are, the highest priority for them is protecting their list from not just bad offers, but distracting offers, because they want everything to be congruent. Like, it would be really silly for, like, hey, let's do this offer, but then this is over there, and how do they connect? And then a confused mind just never takes action. So, like, you just bought this, you trusted Nick, you trusted Tom, and then all of a sudden, like, well, I like it, but how does it work with the offer they made last month? I don't see this. The beautiful thing about this offer is Tom and Nick put it together. It's a congruency. We go into great detail inside the course to show you how to upsell, and we talk about how to use and leverage reputation as an upsell, as a downsell, as a residual, as a one-time. You can easily go from doing this review badge widget to social media, retargeting. So SEO, I mean, think of SEO for a moment. You spend all that time doing SEO. to get them to a page for it not to convert. And social proof is the most powerful thing to get a page to convert, and you're not using social proof. So you can start with this and upgrade them to SEO. You can got an SEO customer, upgrade them to this. So it works so brilliantly. It's just like kind of a Swiss Army knife of offers, especially the fact that you can do a one-time residual or free offer all with the exact same offer.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. There's so much opportunity here, everybody. And I know so many of you are, I mean, it's making a lot of sense, right? There's so much opportunity. The free offer, give it away for 14 days. A lot of you might have customers that you have right now that you could just say, hey, I want to add this to your site, a live stream of your reviews, and just go add it to their site and be like, I'm just testing this new piece of technology that we have. It's been working really well for other people, including myself. I want to put it on your site for a little while. If you want to keep it there, we can. It costs a little bit of money to set up, but I'll give it to you for 14 days for free. You could easily, you have a relationship with your existing customers. Go set that up and tell them that. They're not going to tell you no, right? It's going to be the easiest sale of your life. You're going to set it up for them. They're going to love it. They're going to see results on their website. They're going to ask you not to cancel it. Don't cancel it. Where are you going with that? I want it back. Disable it. They'll hit you up.
So, those are talk to your AMG customers for a moment. This is pitch perfect, like a 1-2 pairing that no one ever saw coming. Because when you start out with this on their website, they're going to want that. Now you're talking about reviews. Now you're talking about listings, right? If you got them a free listing, this is a great upsell for AGM. So, those of you doing AGM, this is absolutely something you'll be able to get customers super fast. Or add this to your package. Some of you have an AGM and you've got a premium package. What a great add-on. Say, look, let's do this today. And if you do this now, we'll take all those reviews that are on your AGM site and we'll stream them to your website as well. I mean, just fantastic.
That. Yeah. So many mixes and matches and things that you can do. You don't even know it until you have access.
Where did you go?
I don't know what's going on with my computer. It's like moving super slow and all of a sudden my screen went dark. Could you guys still see me?
You look like you're in a different place.
No, I switched cameras because it was totally black. Like, look, if I go to put on my my cam link, my screen's just black. Can you guys still see me?
No, we can. It's all right.
I'm glad you told me to buy that yesterday.
We can, we can see you on your other camera. But look, we're at the top of the hour, everybody. I don't want to get too distracted with Com's camera here. We've got something special for you. Special launch pricing right now for 4 days. I know that you all have loved the information that David has shared. And if you think that you've gotten value out of just the short hour that we've been here, just wait till you get inside the program that we have in store for you. So go check it out. It's super inexpensive right now. offlinesharks.com/authoritylive. And everything that you need to know is on the page. There's frequently asked questions. There's a live demo. That's actually what you should do right now is you should go check out the live demo on that page. If you haven't already, go do that because I'm going to shut down the live right now, but you can open up offlinesharks.com/authoritylive in another tab. And then as soon as this is over, go through that and watch the video on that page. There's a live demo. And I know that you're all going to be stoked. I know you're going to love it. Tom, we have to do the final
we giveaway. Do real quick before we do that, because I saw we have a real troublemaker in the chat there.
Do we?
Looks like a Dorn asking about upgrades. So I just want to kind of clear the air to the troublemaker.
Why am I not surprised?
So look, another pet peeve of Nick and I's is when you buy something and not everything is there, right? So look, everything you need to make Authority Accelerator work is in the front end. You get 10 locations. That is plenty to start making money. All the trainings in there. You do not need to buy anything else. However, if you're the type of person that David was talking about, where you're just excited, you really want to explode this, we do have a couple of additional things that we offer that are designed to help you do that, right? Number one is we have a sales and marketing pack. It's additional sales and marketing materials. Again, you don't have to get that. You can create those things yourself if you want, or you can just grab it and we'll have them done for you. You can also...
I kind of beg to differ on that because they're my personal ones, and I don't think anybody can write as copy as good as I can on this.
My daughter could make them, anybody.
No, we're everything. You're right, Tom. Everything that we're doing in an OTO is to enhance it. It's to supercharge it, right? So if you want to take it to the next level and you go, wow, I need the last half of this year, to be amazing, to really crush it, and I need everything. and they're super inexpensive too. I mean, we're talking, but when after this, they're going to quadruple in price. So you'll see like that value pack that's, a little bit more money than they actually offer. It'll 4 times that when we actually make this go live. So we're just giving everybody a spectacular offer if you want to supercharge that. But everything we put in there, like if you want more locations, you can do that, right? But you don't need that. Go out and make $5,000 first. But you're exactly right, Tom. It's everything is in there that they need. But we know there's a lot of action takers and people that want to take it to the next level. So
yeah, so we have some things there, but I do just like to stress that because like you can get traction and work with this with what we have there. But if you want more, there's a couple of offers there that'll help you. But take them if they make sense to your business, right? So, all right, Nick, what do we have to do? Oh, I know what we have to do. We have to do.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money. Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Cheating, bling, bling, cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Heck yeah. So everybody that was here at the beginning of the stream, we did some shout outs. We showed you how members of our group over the last week have made over $5,000 in sales from working with local
5,800, over 5,800.
5,800. So
5,800.
Is the stuff that we're doing in this community, does it work? Yes, 100%. In the last week, $5,800 in sales of the people we know about. There's over 11,000 people in the group.
In the last 3 months, over $342,000 in reported sales of local marketing services. 3 months. Man. Over $100,000 a month, people in our group selling local marketing services.
I'm so glad we started keeping track of those stats because every time we hear that, I just get so proud and I'm so happy. Like it makes me like it's like a testimonial. It's like a review badge. Just pops up for this group, just telling you how awesome everybody is in this group. So anyway, we had shout outs. If you're at the beginning of the live, you could participate in this. You had to go into the group, comment, and congratulate anybody that got a shout out for scoring some new business this week. And if you did, we're going to pick a winner right now. 2 winners, actually.
Nice job, Christine. Nice job.
Money. And so our winners, thank you for participating, are Michael Howard and Janice Douglas. So congratulations. Our team's going to reach out. We're going to send you some Cash App money. And man, for those of you that are just tuning in and you haven't seen this stream, it's going to be live in your group right now, or not live. There's going to be a replay right now in your group. I know people were asking for the replay. Facebook group, you can go there anytime and watch this. But you can skip that and just go to offlinesharks.com, Authority Live right now. Check out our special offer that we just made. Today's the most inexpensive price you can get it at. And David, it was awesome having you on, man. Thanks so much.
Yeah,
always a pleasure, guys. So much fun, man. So much fun.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for being here, everybody. Stay safe out there. And we'll see you next week. Same Shark time, same Shark channel.
Be blessed.
Hold on. I got to cue up the outro here. Hold on.
You're not going to tell everybody to practice Aloha?
Oh, I know. I have one thing to keep in mind. Beat Texas. Beat Texas, baby. Boomer sooner.
Come on.
All right. Practice Aloha. Stay safe, everybody. We love you being here. All right. Here's the outro.
You've been listening to the Sharks Live Show, your weekly local marketing jam session. Every week, packed full of local marketing strategy, tactics, tips, and fun. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. You can stay up to date throughout the week with Nick's YouTube videos at nickponte.com/YouTube and Tom's podcast at tomgaddis.com. We'll be back here next Friday for another Sharks Live Show. Until then, aloha.